Hello, it's Tim Esterdahl, Pickup Truck Plus SUV Talk. Today I have a 2018 Lexus GX 460. I'm shouting because the wind is starting to blow, and behind me is some sun, but also a lot of blue skies. See those dark blue skies over there? That's supposed to be 6 to 10 inches of snow tomorrow. Yeah, so I'm going to take this bad boy out tomorrow and see what it does in the snow. So stay with us for more snow-tastic fun with a 2018 Lexus GX 460. All right, here we are at my family farm, about to do some off-roading in this because, frankly, I was entirely wrong in this vehicle. I thought that this was a around-town vehicle, and it's really not. It's really a smaller version of the LX 570, and it's in the same category of off-roading as a 4Runner Tacoma vehicles are. It shares a similar platform, and so you can get a lot of aftermarket parts. And then also, when I was in Uray earlier this year, there's a bunch of these sitting around town. They have entire clubs that go out and go off-roading in these. I was stunned. But it turns out that I did a little looking here, and the GX 460, which they're in right now, the wheelbase is 109.8 inches. Did you know that the four-door Jeep Wrangler wheelbase is 118.8? It has range 96.8 to 118.8. So this is in the same wheelbase range as a Wrangler. That's kind of surprising. It does weigh a lot more. It's 5,100 pounds, and the Wrangler is 4,200 pounds. And it's a little more expensive. Like a little bit more, like a lot. So the highest edition of Moab Edition Jeep Wrangler is 52 grand. Get rid of that. As it sits, I'm looking at my handy dandy chart. 72,485. So yeah, maybe like 1.5 Wranglers. So there you go. It's got the 4.8 liter V8 dual overhead cam. I think it's a 4.6. Like it's all messed up. My thing. 301 horsepower, 329 foot-pounds of torque. It's full-time four-wheel drive. There's a limited slip center locking differential, which I should figure out how to lock here. There's got to be a button for it. And lots of buttons inside. I'll show you the interior in here in a minute. It's basically got all the stock runs out to $63,230. I got $2,000 in upgrades with the behind-the-seat DVD players. I'll show you that in a minute. I have a sport design package. I have 18-inch split 6-spoke alloy wheels with gunmetal metallic finish, heated second row tilt slide captain's chairs, unique lower grille, front and rear bumper spoilers. Those get torn off. Chrome exhaust tip, chrome detail side mirrors, deep red taillight. $1,950 for all those options. And then I have a $4,000 option, $4,300 options in the driver support package. This has the Mark Levinson audio system, pre-collision system with driver attention monitor, dynamic radar cruise control, lane departure alert, intelligent high beam headlamps, wide view front and side monitor, crawl control, Mark Levinson premium audio surround sound system. Fuel economy, 15, 18, 16. Done with that. All right, so I do have crawl control. I do have four-wheel drive and stuff, and I have a lot of open room ahead of me. So let's go for a drive. And kind of get a little crazy. Maybe we'll do a little, show you the suspension really well. Because that's always a fun time, isn't it? I think it is. All right, so here we go. Around the farm. And so the snowstorm I talked about the other day, well, it pooted out on me. I only got a couple inches, but it makes for kind of a cool, snowy landscape up here. This is interesting. So I did a lap already with the camera outside. This is my second lap because I'm going to do audio and things. It's a production thing. Anyways, what I've been noticing is the traction control, it keeps kicking on. This vehicle slides. I was surprised by that. It's just the way these tires are, I guess. It's sliding all over the place, a lot more than I would have expected it to. Really slippery. But what do I say? I'm confident in it. I'm not confident in it, I should say. I know it's a beast. I know it's got off-road chops, but it's sliding like this, full slide. And if you heard that grunt, which I'm not sure you're going to be able to on the audio, but maybe I can try to put my phone down there to capture the audio. You can hear that crawl control. That's basically what it sounds like as it hits. I will say this too. I did the same route with a Chevy Silverado, Chevy ZR2, other vehicles as well, and this one hits the hardest. I mean, I'm gonna need like some Advil and whiskey for sure for my back tonight. This is like but again, you know, if you're gonna off-road and you're gonna do it at if you're gonna do it off-roading, you're gonna put some bigger tires on this. I did notice the wheel wells look like they're able to put larger, like 20s probably on there without much of a problem. And you can, you know, definitely do some rock crawling to a degree with those. I mean, you're not going to climb up big boulders and such, but I can see this driving up, you know, the side of a mountain. Really comfortable seats, heated and cooled, like a heated steering wheel. And that's the thing, right? So it's a luxury truck off-roading. So a lot of guys buy this new or they buy it used. You get all the creature comforts, and you have a really capable, like 4Runner capable, and Jeep Wrangler capable SUV. So there's a lot to like there, I think. I can see why people buy it now. It's not a huge seller. It's a niche kind of product, but it's starting to get people's attention. They're starting to really understand what it is. So there you go. I gotta sit for a second. All right, well, I warm up here from playing around in the snow. I thought I'd show the interior. So door handles, we have a nice, it's like a soft touch, but plastic, which I'm fine with. It's going to hold it pretty well. We have a mix of this nice wood trim in here. It's probably a fake wood, but I like the coloring. It's like a red on the silver, and then we have the same thing in the door here. Open this door for a second. Maybe a better look at this. So it's got like a tan with the red. There you can see it in the sun, and that darker gray. Window controls here, set buttons for the seats. I have my heated steering wheel button, traction control, headlights, parking, or that's fuel door, sorry, and then down below that's parking brake and opening the hood. We do have mirror settings in there and the trip meter plus the brightness of the instrument panel. Going up top here, we have on the controls, we have the stereo buttons, we have a camera mode button that puts the cameras on so you can see the camera behind me if I want to. Kind of play around with that. That's what that controls. I do have some Bluetooth controls there. Behind it I have, this is going to be the radar cruise, the dynamics. That's the distance in front of me. The vehicle keeps it distance. Behind the other end is another dongle. That's for the window wipers. And this other dongle over here, these are called dongles by the way, that is for the lights. I have my driver information center, DIC, driver information center, that's what it's called. I have these are mechanical gauges. Then I have my center screen, which should just show me, if I can just flip through it here. Yeah, it just shows me fuel economy, miles, what I'm averaging. I've been playing around, so my fuel economy is not so great. Plus it's 33 degrees and the sun's going down. This kind of shows me where wheels are. It's kind of cool. Let's see. I didn't really move those. All right. Direction you're pointed. Outside temp. Cruising range. That kind of stuff. All right, over here is the center stack. And remember what I was saying in the video, or I'm going to say in this video, I'm not sure in order to put these in. These buttons everything's really strong. There's not like a whole lot of Lexus typical design. This is one of the older interiors, which is fine. I mean, it's going to be a really usable vehicle. It's an off-road vehicle. So I do have a leather wrapped shifter knob here. So I have a little bit of luxury mixed in. I have the wood. This should slide and show me USBs down there. So I do have some style, but it's just an interesting mix. And then this is my off-road controls in a way. I have push button four-wheel drive, or I can push the four-wheel drive. I have this is hill descent control. I have speeds. Should be. Oh no, this is crawl control. Excuse me. This is my speeds, and I know that because when I press that button, not available. I have to select into 4 low or into drive. This is the height of the vehicle. I can control if I want to go higher or lower. This is different modes as far as drive modes. I do have a couple cup holders. Turn the camera. I got a center stack in here. There's like, oh, there's my wallet. That's nothing. All right, and then I got some storage in there. And this. Oh, I remember this. This moves forward. There's a little bit of a thing here. That's what that does. All right, glove box over here. Again, I have that same kind of style used throughout that door as well. And pretty good size glove box, yeah. There's a pretty good amount of room in there. I have some nice stitching here. This is nice soft touch leather with some nice stitching. So let me hop in the rear seat and I'll show you that. Oh, and I have some sunroof controls and a conversation mirror. See my fancy technology I'm using to record this? I want to say sometimes they open all the way. Yep, this opens all the way and it's got sunglass holder. All right, let me hop in the back and I'll show you what's going on back there. All right, back here I have the rear seat DVD entertainment. I do have a speaker built in the door. I have my own heating and cooling controls. I do have a heated seat as well in the second row. Captain's chairs. And let me show you this real quick. The sun's in a bad spot. You can see it back there. I just want to do this real fast. So you can see I have lots of headroom, lots of leg room. It's pretty comfortable back here. I do have a third row option. That'll pull up. I'm not going to hop back there. That's going to be a really tiny third row. I do it like that. I think I can see that better. There's still a lot of glare. It's going to be a really tiny third row back there, but it does have quite a bit of storage. I'm going to go ahead and open the door and I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, this is the third row, or the access, I'm sorry. This is a third row, but it's kind of weird. It's back in here. It's one of these jobs, and it opens all the way up. And then I believe, oh, there's a lock button, sorry. That doesn't, the window doesn't open up. There's storage here. There's a really good amount of room back here for putting stuff in. I can fit a lot of groceries in here when I did this week. And I do have that, this goes up because the seats are folded in. It's kind of a pro and con. If you're going to slide something in, it sometimes creates a problem because you got to get over this lip. But there you get third row for a haul in the kiddos. So that's it on the interior. Let's keep talking about the 2018 Lexus GX 460. that was a lot. So doing some off-roading with this, I think it's like I said, very carefully, because I don't want to upset the people that off-road in this. I don't want to upset the people that at Lexus who really want to sell this as a luxury SUV. This is the off-road version of a Lexus RX 350. That's what it is. It's the buttons and knobs are really big. You have some really big buttons in here. Everything is really strong as far as styling wise. Everything is very cut, very clean lines. Everything's it's not much wave going on here, and it's comfortable, and it's a vehicle I like to drive. And I will tell you that on the road, it does all right. It's not the most comfortable vehicle I've driven as far as Lexus is. I think the RX 350 is much better on the road than this is. It's the distance with the differences with the axles and with the tires. It makes a big difference. This has got solid axles. And so, with the locking differential, center locking differential, the full-time four-wheel drive, the axles, which I believe are correct. I may put a note down below. Don't hold me to that. And all the off-road capability, it's going to ride harsher than a typical Lexus will, but you will get out of trouble much better with this. Like, you don't need to bring the tractor down to get you out of the snow pile. That's the deal. So for more of That's the Deal, make sure you check us out on pickuptrucktalk.com. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, it's all Pickup Truck Talk. Thanks for watching. I'll see you down the road.